I never imagined I would be standing here in a white gown accepting an award for living my life. Since I'm going to school to be a plumber, wearing a white gown is not a regular part of my wardrobe. Maybe the next time you see me, I'll be working under your kitchen sink and earning a living that I can be proud of. This award gives me the motivation and strength to keep going.
My dictionary does not have words like can't, never, or impossible. If they did, I won't be standing up here now.
It's hard to believe we lived through so many horrible things. All I can say is we lived surviving minute by minute, finding blessings in each moment. I guess you never truly know how strong you are until being strong is the only option.
To present the award for youth, please welcome from our platinum sponsor Scotiabank, District Vice President Jason Waters.
Wow, what an amazing and inspiring evening. On behalf of the Scotiabank family, I'm proud to present the Youth Award. The Youth Award recognizes the special strength of a young person under 25 years of age who has overcome illness, injury, social or economic adversity, and who confidently, with a positive and determined manner, has gone on to inspire other young people.
It's actually my little sisters are a huge reason as to why I decided to have the surgery, because they were only 6 months old when I went into the hospital, and I didn't want them to not personally know me, and I didn't want to not know them and not see them grow up.
She was a beautiful baby, born just 18 months after her sister. But her mom, Teresa, knew that something was wrong. The baby had difficulty holding herself up. Tests were done. You can't imagine the worry and fear in Teresa's heart, or how devastated the entire family was to learn that their 8-month-old beautiful baby girl had congenital muscular dystrophy. Learned that this sweet and lovely child would progressively weaken all her life, that her life expectancy was compromised. By the age of 2, she would be using a wheelchair, and later in life would be admitted to hospital with pneumonia and a collapsed lung and on the verge of death. She was 13 years old. Her name is ALISA GIL SILVESTRE. In the hospital, ALISA had to make a decision that no one should ever have to make, let alone a 13-year-old child. She had to decide if she wanted to die or to live the rest of her life hooked up to a machine to help her breathe. The risks of the surgery were that she would no longer eat on her own. Her breathing would be assisted, meaning she would always be tied to a ventilator. She might never speak. She certainly would always need a care team around her, or she might not survive at all. Essentially, at 13 years old, she had to make the decision to give up any chance for an independent life, for a compromised life, or death. With help from counselors from Canuck Place, ALISA chose surgery. Awaking from the surgery, she faced a 4-month recovery in the hospital. She had to learn how to deal with her ventilator and her gastrointestinal feeding tube. She was having seizures, which she had to learn how to manage. She had to adjust to the medications that were helping her live. And she had to adjust to being completely dependent. If I told you now she had given up and was a recluse, I'm guessing you wouldn't blame her. But then again, you wouldn't know ALISA. Because even though she uses a wheelchair, inside, she is a superhero. When confronting a mountain of challenges, ALISA simply leaps over them or drives straight through them. If it doesn't work the first time, she'll simply try again, and then again if necessary, because nothing can hold her back. Nothing can hold her down. She was determined to be as normal as possible, including going back to school. ALISA had missed a semester of school while she was in the hospital, but she not only caught up, she excelled. Surrounded by friends with a bright and engaging smile and as smart as they come, ALISA graduated with honors with the rest of her class, earning a college scholarship. In 2017, she began attending Douglas College, and today is intending to graduate with a certificate in geography. She looks forward to living on her own one day. All this time, ALISA was giving back to the community who had supported her so well. First as a volunteer, then as a fundraiser for organizations such as Muscular Dystrophy Canada, Variety the Children's Charity, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Altogether, ALISA has raised over $250,000. Last year, she led her team, Muscle Madness, in the Walk for Muscular Dystrophy, and her team placed first in all of British Columbia. She is also a public speaker. She has spoken to firefighters and at UBC for the Department of Education. She spoke at the Seating Symposium and was the MC for the annual fashion show at Burnaby Central High School. In spite of her challenges, ALISA gives of herself every single day so that the world might be a better place for others.
My family, as you've probably seen today, they're a little crazy, but they love me, and I love them, of course. And I know for sure that they'll always be right in front of me if I'm not supposed to be where I'm supposed to be, and right behind me if I need them.
Throughout all the medical procedures, and knowing that her illness is terminal, ALISA just carries on. She has goals and dreams just like every 22-year-old woman. She has hope, and she has challenges. And some days the challenges are overwhelming. But that's where the amazing strength of ALISA GIL Silvestre comes to play. Strength born of a loving and caring family, hardened through challenges that would have felled most of us, and polished in the light of those who love her and of whom she loves in return. With an unwavering positive outlook, a pragmatic and practical attitude, and her incredible courage to come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 Courage to Come Back Youth Award winner, our very own superhero, ALISA GIL Silvestre.
Hi. I would like to start by sending a big thank you to the people of Courage to Come Back for honoring me with this year's Youth Award. I cannot express how grateful I am for this amazing privilege. It is crazy for me to think back to 7 years ago, laying in my hospital bed, thinking about how horrible it was to be stuck and unsure of my future. Would this be the end for me, or would I become more limited in my already restricted lifestyle? To my surprise, it was neither. Yes, I was hospitalized for 4 months and also almost died. And yes, I now had an extra shadow following me around, as I like to call them, my people, but you would know them as nurses. I found that none of this was stopping me, but actually pushing me forward and making me into the woman I am today. I'm so lucky to be able to come before you and be proud of who I have become because of what I have overcome. I could not have been able to do this without the support of my family and friends. I am especially grateful and thankful to the amazing people whose support is the reason I am here now. First and foremost, my mom, Teresa, for her ongoing love, care, strength, and for always making sure I stayed strong between all the doctor's appointments and hospital stays. And to my dad, Carlos, for all the times we spent together, from many matinees and sushi lunches to talks about our latest TV show scandals. Also to my 3 amazing sisters, Julia, Brittany, and Liana, for loving and supporting me, and of course, not treating me like a fragile doll, but the fun and playful middle sister that I am. I am so lucky to have you as my sisters, and there are not enough words to describe how important you are to me and make me feel. I would also like to thank my grandparents, my uncles, and my stepdad, Trevor Phelps, for their never-ending support and love. I am so fortunate to have you all in my life and know you are always there when I need a hand. Additionally, I would also like to give a big thank you to my closest friends who are really more like family than anything. Deanna and Savannah Grassi, my amazing brother-in-law Matthew Holoko, my cousin Tony, Jim Stockman, my high school teacher, Angela Morehouse, the nurse who opened the doors for me in so many ways, and Catherine Ellens for her continuous support. You all mean the world to me, and I'll cherish every moment we have had together. Thank you again so much for everything and all of your support.